2016 Toyota SR5. So it's only 55 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So on cold days, trying to charge AC, if you're one of the old school guys who tried to go by pressure and only one line off a can, or you try to go by a combination of low side and high side pressure, this is where you'll have a problem. Okay, so this is just a regular old-fashioned fluid thermal fan clutch. There's no electric fan. Luckily, this one only has 22,000 miles, so it's very low mileage on the fan, and it's not an American car, so the thermal fan clutches have a tendency to last longer, stay in calibration within their operating range longer than the American counterparts. But under these conditions, if you had an older vehicle, especially American, and it only had a thermal or earlier model vehicle, because all the new Americans have electric fans on them, but with thermal fan clutches, when they get high mileage, you got 50,000, you have 80,000, 100,000 miles, they start to slip and draw less air. So guys who fill or try to diagnose by pressure, especially high side pressure, because the condenser fan will really affect your high side pressure a lot. It'll affect the low side a lot if it's an orifice tube system, because the higher the pressure goes on the high side, there's more pressure pushing through the orifice tube. So if you have an older fan that is not locking up the way it should be, and it's not flowing enough air, it will artificially keep the high side pressure lower and give you false diagnostics. Or in some cases, you may say it might be low on refrigerant, but because the fan is turning slower, there's a few vehicles where there's a certain range of refrigerant where the high side pressure actually goes up higher when it's low on refrigerant than in certain ambient conditions. So by having a lower fan in some conditions will hurt you and give you much higher pressures. Then there's other vehicles where when the refrigerant system is completely full, the high side pressure will become lower rather than higher, but because you have a old fan that doesn't turn as fast and using the hammometer is not good enough, it'll cause your system to go higher. Then there's other vehicles when they're low on refrigerant, the high side pressure will be lower. So there's all these different combinations of vehicles, AC systems, that are not all created equal, they don't all operate equal, where a low side, high side can be masked. A problem can be masked by a slow fan that gives you a higher low side pressure when it should have been lower. I know I'm confusing the hell out of you, but there are so many different systems out there that don't act exactly the same when the systems are low on refrigerant, in combination when the fans are slow and never go one-to-one with the engine. So I can't go not going to go, but here's another fun one. Okay, so we're going to do this 2016 Toyota SR5, but here's a total out you would not think is a total out. Here's a 2021 BMW. Beautiful, the paint, the interior, everything is brand new. It has 12,000 miles on it. Let me see, give me 12,000 miles. 12,000 miles. This is a 2021 BMW 330i. Excellent condition. This is excellent condition. This is the only damage, and it's totaled out. This, no strut rail front, all the heat exchangers up here, and all the sensors, the road sensors and everything like that, totals this vehicle out with 12,000 miles on it. And it's a vehicle in excellent condition. So this is what we're coming to. Oh, the headlights. Each headlight was over $4,000 a headlight. A headlight, not $4,000 for both of them. For a single headlight was over $4,000. This is the kind of shit that is destroying our market and our resale value. And yeah, it's just gotten completely ridiculous. But for this little tiny hit, this is something you would give to a kid. So if you were a shop employee and you want to flip a car really good, because all the labor would be yours, you do at home in your garage, get everything from pick apart or some eBay thing. If the headlights were just minorly damaged, that's something you do your own plastic welding at home, and you can flip this vehicle. It will have a total salvage because of this, but yeah, so can't believe that something that small totaled out that vehicle.